Your timekeeper is David Walters. Your referee at the bell is Roddy Evans. Boxers, please.
Okay, boys, you both know what I expect of you. When I say break, you step back. Defend yourself at all times. Best of luck to both of you.
4 out of 4 so far in the pros for Tony Jeffries. And he won't expect to be upset here against Andrejs Tolstihs from Latvia, who did score a couple of back-to-back first-round wins earlier this year. But more often than not, he's been beaten. Who knows, he might be dangerous. Jeffries will just have to maybe have a little look at him. Let's hope he's a bit better than the Latvian that David priced for. Good punches going in already from Jeffries.
Well, Jeffries does have the skills to have a look at Tolstihs. He's got to get that jab working. There's a hard, straight jab. Good punch.
He'll be learning all the time, Jeffries. It's a couple of right hands in as well. Tolstihs has given a good account of himself a couple of times against fighters we know, but he goes down under that barrage quickly. Inside the first minute. Counts at 7, 8, just about got up. He looked reluctant to do it.
Yeah, I think he's hit with that left hook to the body. Certainly didn't like it.
There's another one. Jeffries knows he's hurt him. More body punches. Nothing coming back from the Latvian. Needs to do something soon. He does find a left hand at last to get the referee a bit more interested.
Tolstihs has to throw some punches. He's just allowing Jeffries to get off with anything he wants at present.
Again, he's looking for that left hook to the body, Tony Jeffries. And another left hand, this time to the temple. Puts Tolstihs down for a second time. This is not going to last long.
7.
No, he doesn't look up for the job. He's badly hurt.
Box on again. The referee had a close look at him. Tolstihs, I don't think, fancies this too much. Doesn't look like that anyway.
No, he's not getting any punches off himself. He frankly looks scared at the moment.
He's only won 3 out of 20 in his career. And Jeffries just doing what he likes with him, slashing punches here. And Tolstihs on the run, another right hand, down again. And is the referee going to call a halt there? Yes, he has, over in the first round. And Jeffries did the job well. 5 out of 5 for him, but you have to say he needs better standard of opposition now. We're talking about an Olympic Games bronze medalist, and they're going to have to do better than that by way of opponents, I'd say.
They really are. Didn't have anything, did he, to throw back. Tony did what he had to do, and that was all going to be asked of him. Got him out there, but Tolstihs was very poor opposition, in fairness.
It's a difficult one, because obviously you don't want to overmatch young professionals. They have to have a learning curve, and you don't want to get them beaten because they weren't ready for a certain opponent. But there's low risk and no risk, isn't there?
There certainly is, and I think, you know, if you've competed at the highest level as an amateur, you need to be just put in a little bit higher caliber than this, because, you know, quite frankly, you're not learning anything. You know, you're not learning how to defend. You're just getting your punches off, and you know, you're learning nothing more than you are with a punch bag.
Well, he's at the stage, I suppose, at the moment, really, only 5th professional fight, where they're thinking anybody with a license who's breathing is a contender to fight him.
Yeah, he gets the punches off. He's heavy-handed, Tony Jeffries, and when Tolstihs was in trouble, it was always going to end pretty early.
Not knocking Jeffries at all. He's done the job. He can only beat the fella in front of him. He's done that inside a round. There's no arguing with that, but maybe he needs to be asked something a little more serious than this for his progress to carry on, because it's a good question, isn't it? What is he learning from that?
Yeah, you need to learn. You need to move on and get experience with people that can throw punches back at you, or you're never going to get a good defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time, 2 minutes and 17 seconds of the first round. Referee Roddy Evans stops the contest. Tolstihs in no position to continue. Your winner, and still undefeated, the mighty Mackem, Tony Jeffries.
Fifth straight win then for Tony Jeffries. We'll get his thoughts on that in just a couple of moments' time. Our main event should be exciting though. Lee Haskins, British title holder, taking on the Commonwealth Super Flyweight champion Don Broadhurst. Haskins, very tricky, a switch hitter, bit of a showman as well. He's on the way, and there's plenty of bad blood between our two fighters in our main event as well. The British and Commonwealth titles on the line. Let's get reaction to what we've just seen. Tony Jeffries, fifth straight win for him. Talking to Ed Robinson.
Well, Tony, first round win, 3 knockdowns, but was it all a bit too easy for you tonight?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting what he was going to come back. So, you know, I've tried to work on the mistakes I made in my last fight and improve them on this one. And I think I did it there.
But do you want better opposition now after 5 straight wins?
Well, I'm sure Frank will step it up when I'm ready, and I think maybe he's ready now. You know, 5 wins and 4 knockouts. Maybe I will be ready.
Frank, was that a substandard opponent there for Tony Jeffries?
I mean, we're honest, the opponent wasn't up to the quality that we look for, but we don't know when we bring him in what to expect. We are going to step him up next year. We think he's ready to go up. We did offer this fight to 3 British fighters, and I won't name who they was, and they just turned the fights down. I mean, it's very hard to match guys at this level or any Olympian, because you have to be careful. You know, you don't know what you get. You don't want to overmatch them, and you don't want to undermatch them. Unfortunately, both my Olympians were undermatched, but we will look at that problem next year, because you know they have to learn, and they won't learn from fights like that. So next year we will see a slight step up in opponents.
Tony, are you impatient for a real decent test?
No, I knew when I turned professional that it was going to be a slow process. If you look at the likes of Carl Froch, David Day, Amir Khan, all the top fighters in Britain, their opponents then fought on the 5th fight. That kind of standard, the same kind of records. So Frank's the man in charge, and I'll do what he says. I'll fight anyone who he says.
Well done tonight.